of Indian Muslims, emphasizing that Islamic ideas matter and must be evaluated in their terms. Yet at the same time, they must be analyzed within their own distinctive, complex contexts. By bestowing Barbara with this year's International Sir Syed Excellence Award, the ALIGARH Muslim University feels honored as her profound academic studies define her importance for a generation of scholars of South Asia. Thank you.
Very much, Registrar Sir, for reading the citation. And we can all see that Professor Metcalf has already joined us. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, we honed our digital and IT skills, and as a result of that, sitting at California, she is present here amongst us virtually. Professor Barbara D. Metcalf will now read her acceptance speech. Professor Metcalf, we can see you, and if you can hear us, may I request you to read your acceptance speech, ma'am? I think there is an audio problem. Professor Barbara D. Metcalf, can you hear us? We are speaking to you from, yes. We would now request you to please read your acceptance speech. You have been conferred the Sir Syed International Excellence Award. Yes. Yes, we can. Yes, please go ahead, ma'am. We can hear you all.
Okay, we've had some technical problems. So I should know, like...
Yes, please.
Because I am humble. I'm sorry, I still don't see I still don't have Zoom connected. But I will visit. Hope these birds come out. I am very humbled by the generous words of the citation. It is a great honor. For me to receive this award.
She's speaking, but we can't hear her.
patriots like Savarkar, who denied Muslim Indians birthright citizenship. Mudney argued that the very soil of India was more sacred to Muslims than to them. This paradisical place, India, was closest to Eden as Mudney saw it. It meant God by holy men and saints. And the great Sufis and others buried in India's soil meant that their barakah radiated from Indian soil, a wonderful metaphor of his time, like radio waves, as it would until the day of judgment. And just one last thought. Indian nationalists have rightly celebrated what is taken as positive, like the shared devotional style of the Sufis I just mentioned, or classical music, or old traditions of but surely in a multiple context, it is deserve celebration as well. Indeed, for example, was unparalleled in Hadith studies for centuries, for which it was known throughout the Muslim world. That should be a strength in Indian nationalism as well. I give an example of Siddiq Hasan Bhopali at the end of the 19th century, whose texts were published in Istanbul initially, are reprinted today in Cairo and Beirut. And what was fascinating to discover about him was that the modernist writers in Arabic, the Nahda writers, were also interested because philology, lexicography mattered to them as it did to the scholars of these very wide range. And to come back to ALIGARH, Islamic modernism, observers sometimes fail to recognize, was pioneered by Indians, of course, including Indians in this very place, not by Egyptians. Stereotypes are not only applied to individuals, but to classes as well, like the erroneous notion that India was peripheral in Islamic intellectual terms. So history matters, and tonight I accept the award with great thanks and with great appreciation for its recognition of the importance of the study of history.
Thank you so much for your acceptance speech, and thank you very much for accepting this award. We agree history matters, and we would reiterate that AMU has been contributing its bit to the study of histories. Thank you so much, Professor Barbara D. Metcalf. I will now request the Honorable Chief Guest and the Honorable Vice Chancellor to please confer upon Professor Metcalf the Sir Syed International Excellence Award, carrying a cash prize of 2 lakh rupees, which will be transferred to her, a citation and a plaque of honor, which will be physically sent to her. Thank you very much for doing the honors. We now move on to the National Sir Syed Excellence Award, which is being conferred in the year 2022 by the ALIGARH Muslim University to the Maulana Azad Education Foundation of the Ministry of Minority Affairs, Government of India. This award carries a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees. And now I will request AMU Registrar Mr. Muhammad Imran IPS to kindly read the citation for the Maulana Azad Education Foundation.
The Maulana Azad Education Foundation, MAEF, was established in 1989 to mark Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's birth centenary celebrations as a befitting tribute to his seminal contribution to the collective life of India. He was an erudite Islamic scholar, astute political thinker, public intellectual, and a celebrated author and journalist whose writings blazed a new trail in Urdu literature. The foundation was established to promote education among the educationally backward minorities in particular and other weaker sections in general. It is a non-political social service organization fully funded by the Ministry of Minority Affairs, Government of India. The Minister of Minority Affairs is the ex officio president of the foundation. The MAEF provides scholarships at various levels of studies to meritorious students belonging to financially weaker sections of society. The scholarship schemes run by the MAEF include pre-matric and post-matric scholarship schemes for minorities, merit cum means scholarship for professional and technical courses, and the Begum Hazrat Mahal National Scholarship. The scholarships are braced for providing financial assistance to such girl students to meet the expenditure on school and college fees, purchase of syllabus books, purchase of stationery and equipment required for the course, and payment of boarding and lodging charges. The foundation also gives financial assistance to educational institutions working for the upliftment of educationally backward minorities under its grants in aid scheme. Besides these, the foundation runs schemes like Gharib Nawaz Employment Scheme for Minorities, which was started in 2017, so that short-term job-oriented skill development courses may be provided to minorities youth to enable them for skill-based employment. In recognition of its yeoman services to the economically backward and minority sections of society by assisting them financially, the ALIGARH Muslim University confers the National Sir Syed Excellence Award 2022 upon the Maulana Azad Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Registrar Saab, for reading out the citation. I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor and Honorable Chief Guest to kindly confer upon the Maulana Azad Education Foundation the Sir Syed National Excellence Award carrying a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees. Thank you very much.
सितारे तोड़ के गर्दों से लाए जाते हैं, लहू से नक्शे तमन्ना बनाए जाते हैं। ये बज़्म इश्क है, अहले वफा की महफिल है, यहाँ चिराग नहीं दिल जलाए जाते हैं। आइए अब दिलों को जलाने की बारी है। ख़वातीन हज़रात, आज से 102 साल पहले एक खातून बेगम सुल्तान जहां को अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी ने अपना चांसलर मुकर्रर करके सारी दुनिया को इस्लाम में औरत की अजमत का एक सबूत पेश किया था। फिर उसके बाद यहाँ की ख़वातीन ने इल्मो अदब के और ज़िंदगी के हर मैदान में अपनी अजमतों के परचम लहरा दिए। उर्दू अदब में रशीद जहां बेगम, वही जहां बेगम, मुमताज़ जहां बेगम, पद्म भूषण कुर्रतुल ऐन हैदर और पद्म श्री इस्मत चुगताई ने अपनी अजमतों का लोहा मनवाया। तो यहाँ के असातिज़ा में साजिदा जैदी, जाहिदा जैदी, डॉक्टर हमीदा सईदुज़्ज़फ़र, सुरैया हुसैन और हमीदा अहमद ने सर सैयद के चिराग को रोशन किया। फ़नून लतीफ़ा में पहली बोलती फिल्म आलमारा की हीरोइन बेगम पारा, नीना, रेणुका, निगार सुल्ताना, खुर्शीद और टुनटुन अब्दुल्ला हॉल की तालिबा रहीं। अनुराज सिंह ने शूटिंग में गोल्ड मेडल जीतकर अब्दुल्ला हॉल का नाम रोशन किया। तो बुशरा अतीक ने शांति स्वरूप भटनागर 2020 हासिल करके इल्म हुनर के एक बार फिर सबूत पेश किए। खुशबू मिर्जा ने नासा के हवाले से अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी की खुशबू चांद तक पहुंचा दी। तो फरा उस्मानी यूनाइटेड नेशंस के अंदर अलीगढ़ का नाम रोशन कर रही हैं। मैं इस मौके के ऊपर अपनी दो मुअज़्ज़िज़ ख़वातीन बेगम वाइस चांसलर और बेगम प्रो वाइस चांसलर का इस्तकबाल करते हुए अब अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी की एक तालिबा को आपके सामने पेश करता हूं। और देखिए कि हमारी तालिबात किस तरह से जिंदगी के मैदान में आंखें दिखाकर आगे बढ़ रही हैं। मैं गुजारिश करूंगा, आज फिर जुवेरिया रहमान BSc ज्योग्राफी फाइनल ईयर की तालिबा हैं और आपसे गुजारिश करूंगा, सिर्फ एक शोर मत समझ लेना, आप कुछ और मत समझ लेना, चूड़ियां हैं कलाइयों में मेरी, मुझको कमजोर मत समझ लेना। जवेरिया रहमान।
It was the 5th decade of the 19th century. The British administration was at its worst. Village after village were razed down. The empire which had ruled for 500 years, its rulers were brought down to streets. And it said, there was not a single tree from Delhi to Meerut which was left to be painted red with the blood of Muslims. There rose a man who could have comfortably lived a life of luxury in the British service or left for the foreign lands. But he did not. He did not pick up swords or call for rebellions, but instead he called towards education. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Tahir Mahmood Sahab, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Tariq Mansoor Sahab, guests of honor, dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, distinguished alumni, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Sir Syed saw the deplorable condition of the Indian Muslims, who were on the verge of obscurity and decay. Superstitions and illiteracy were rampant. Sir Syed often lamented how the nations whose ancestors were so renowned for their activities, zeal, learning, and wisdom, who were known for discovery of several branches of science, it is their misfortune to destroy their fame and let shame and ignominy stain their names. But Indian Muslims rejected everything and anything associated with the West, be it the English language, science, or technology. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan believed that it is only us who can remedy our situation, and thus he waged a war of perception and vision. At the heart of every movement lies a vision. Sir Syed's vision, his lofty ideals, core philosophy, and the objectives for the product of his college were not limited to just theory. The bounty you see around you was painstakingly assembled brick by brick, cemented with the relentless efforts of its founder, the founder of AMU College. This is the college that went on to become a university with a remarkable history of its own, producing innumerable brilliant minds and becoming what Sir Hamilton Gibbs said, the first modernist institution in the history of Islam. This college is the alma mater of freedom fighters like Maulana Hasrat Mohani and Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, the third President of India, Dr. Zakir Hussain, and the former Vice President, Hamid Ansari. Poets like Majaz and Javed Akhtar, Talak Mahmood, Sayyid Zahur Qasim, Salim Ali, Dhyan Chand, Lala Amarnath, and the list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, if Sir Syed were to visit the ALIGARH Muslim University today, would he find the true product of the ALIGARH movement among us? To answer this, we must implore Sir Syed's vision and mission for a student of ALIGARH. Sir Syed wanted to nurture creative and rational minds, people of discourse and people of dialogue and discourse, Muslims who held